Dámy a pánové, zdraví vás Mickhesh u jubilejního 10. dílu hry Lost Horizon. Má-li být výslovnost alespoň trošku přesvědčivá. Četl jsem recenze či nějakou diskuzi ohledně této hry. Bylo jí vytykáno, že se občas netváří tak nějak vážně, že třeba ty Němci jsou moc hodný, nebo vlastně to mně vůbec nepřišlo nějak tak nějak důležitý, protože od začátku vlastně tahle hra měla být žertovná, jako. A nemůžu, já jsem mi vytýkal, že autentičnost, co se týká dubbingu, ale
empty. An empty torch bracket.
Ale že by mě vadilo, že
nothing to do.
Že tam Němci
a thick bundle of cables
doslova nestřílejí na potkání a nepopravujou.
Usually that's reason enough to do just that. But I'll hold off for now.
Tak, tady je nějaký svazek kabelů. V tomhle díle bychom měli kolem stadionu, co se bude hodit.
As we've already established, of course, I'm an expert orienteer, so I won't be needing this.
Můžeme jít do šatny a odejít ze stadionu.
The lamp's seen better days. It's flickering and sparking. Looks like it would give me a nasty shock.
Jsem dal fakt tu kytku.
The spark set the flowers alight.
Tak to je moc. Co s tím teď? Že by to zapálilo, to pochodně.
Yes, that is where a torch is supposed to go, but then it would burn the cables above it. I'm not sure that's such a great idea. At least, not right now.
Jasně. Jasně. V tomhle díle doděláme to Německo, měli bychom to stihnout. Do hodiny.
It's locked.
Alespoň teda myslím. Uvidíme. Tak, co tady?
A used towel. Filthy. I'm not touching it. Might as well be eyeing up women back at Shen's. A sweaty blue jersey. Sweaty sports clothes. No thanks. There's a bottle in the rubbish bin. A bottle of cleaner. There's nothing else in there.
Fine.
This is a list of the best scores the decathletes have achieved in the last year. Glenn's toughest competitor, Erwin Huber, still tops him by 25 centimeters in the long jump. If they're both on form tonight, the German will just snatch victory. If Glenn doesn't win gold, he won't be able to get me into the museum. I've got to do something. The list of starters in the long jump. Glenn's got a slim lead, that's why he's last to jump. There's a pair of old trainers under the bench. Nothing I can do with a pair of smelly trainers. The shoelaces, on the other hand, look absolutely essential. Fresh, clean towels. Call it intuition if you like. But I'm taking this towel. What would a locker room be without lockers? Just a room, I suppose. They're all locked.
Jsou zamčené, ale dlouho nebudou. Já doufám, že jsem slyšet, ono tady na tom stadionu. To trošku řve.
It's a poster advertising the Olympic torch relay. The games have started, so my guess is this is a little out of date.
Jsme všecko věděli, 4 hodiny.
Damn, it's getting late. I need to get on with whatever the hell it is I think I'm doing here.
Víš jak, nějaký bychom si mohli vzít. Protože můžem.
This hook here seems to be loose. Got it.
Máme vyšák.
A ventilation grate. I can see a weak light on the other side. It's screwed on tight. Just needed a bit of leverage, that's all. The grate's off. Ah, it's the equipment room.
Aha, jsme vedle v té zamčené místnosti.
More lockers.
Locked.
They're all locked. It's a metal plate screwed into the side of the locker.
Třeba šroubovák.
With my fingers? Really? I mean, that never works, does it? If I can loosen the metal plate, maybe I can open this left-hand locker. I'll need to attack the screws though. And the coat hook's got a rounded end.
Musíme najít něco jiného, to je jasný.
2 javelins and some hammer throwing and shot put equipment. The shelf's feet are screwed to the floor. That's some heavy-duty storage. The balls for the hammer throwers are hanging on a cable. The others must be for the shot put. I dabbled in athletics when I was at the academy. I remember all too well how heavy these things are. You'll understand if I don't fancy carrying them around with me. Some dumbbells. 5 kilos. I'll just take one of these with me.
5kilová činka.
The shelf's metal base is screwed tightly to the floor. I can't loosen the screws bolting down the shelf. Probably not a bad thing. High jump mats. Time for a nap? Maybe later. I'd much rather leave them here. I can't see much, but it looks like a full house out there. Adventurous though I am, perhaps I should just go the normal way. It reads, Certified Measurement Devices, calibrated by the IOC 1936, only for use by authorized personnel. A whole load of sporting equipment and measuring devices. Stopwatches, batons, several table tennis balls, and a measuring tape. Good idea. Who knows what exciting uses I could find for this coat hook once I've mangled, rather modified it with a dumbbell. This said, I need a sturdy surface on which to perform the operation.
Pevný podklad.
Could be useful.
Could be useful. Nope.
The door outside's locked.
Pevný podklad.
Good idea. This said...
Zkusím projít vedle zas. Třeba tam něco bude. Pevný podklad. By to jedině musel být nějaký svěrák nebo tak něco. Tady jsme byli.
I should stay here and support.
Ano.
Just to be on the safe side, I'll slip back into my photographer disguise. Believe me, I wouldn't glue Argali fur to my face unless it was absolutely necessary. Or unless I was drunk.
The decathlon event is now nearing its finale. We'll be watching the remaining 4 athletes compete for the gold in the last leg of the contest, the long jump. The next jumper is Sander Molnar from Hungary. He is in 4th place after the previous contest. The jump is valid, but will it be enough for the Hungarian to edge ahead in the rankings?
Seven 7 meters and 5 centimeters.
7 meters and 5 centimeters. A great jump by Sander Molnar. We'll know in a few minutes if it's enough to earn him a place on the podium. The 3 leading athletes will now make their final jumps. First comes Lauri Askela of Finland, then the German Erwin Huber, and finally Glenn Parker of Great Britain.
I don't have much time left to help Glenn.
Ale vedou ty kabely.
This cable powers the lights and things out on the track. I shouldn't do anything to blow my cover. This is the run-up track the long jumpers use. I'd better keep a distance. The jump's invalid if the jumper steps over the takeoff board. As they say, a jumper with a perfect takeoff is already halfway to victory. This measuring tape is used to measure the distance of the long jump from the takeoff point to the nearest sand imprint.
Hey, you there. The press isn't allowed in this area. You're disrupting the athletes' concentration. Please go back to the press area bordering the stands.
Sorry, won't happen again.
That's a lot of people. That guy with the tash looks familiar. The judge uses the microphone to relay the jumper's distance to the stadium announcer. I'd better not talk to him. The judge records the distance and relays it to the stadium announcer. The judge decides whether or not a jump is valid. He shows the white flag for a good takeoff. Then he takes that measuring tape, attaches it to the bolt next to the takeoff line, and measures the distance to the nearest imprint in the sand. I really don't need the attention right now.
De facto... Já budu muset na sebe nějak upozornit.
Yes, that I'm not sure that's... I'll keep my hands to myself for now.
Tady to osvětlení. Osvětlení tkaničky. Já bych se měl nějak dostat... Já potřebuji se dostat do té skřínky nějak.
It's locked.
Já zároveň nevím, co použít na ten hák, aby ho sploštil. Co by tady se dalo... Tady nic. Aha, tady.
I can't use the coat hook to loosen the screws. Yet. Maybe leaving it here will help. Somehow.
Polož to tam. Dáme do toho nějaký rány.
Maybe I could find some more uses for this hook if I were to mangle, or rather, modify it with this dumbbell. Here goes. Damn, it won't stay put when I hit it. I can't use the coat hook to loosen the screws.
Dej tam ten věšák, zkusíme nějak přivázat kaničkou. To možná šlo, ne? Tak, šikovnej.
Okay, it's all tied up.
A teď do toho mrdni.
Time to get to work.
Otevřeme tu skříň.
It worked. The end's now flattened out. Now that it's flat, this makes for a pretty decent screwdriver. Let's get this panel loose. Ta-da! I present to you the inside of a locker.
Budu za rozhodčího.
A judge's uniform.
Což je docela fajn.
An official IOC judge's uniform. The colour's questionable, but the material's top quality. It's even my size. I could use the sharp edge to cut the measuring tape and then alter it. Won't be long before Glenn discovers his inner champion.
By jako zkamufloval. Jo, jasně. Vlastně přidáme tržu.
I'll keep my hands to myself for now. I'm going to need a better disguise. I can help Glenn better if I'm dressed as an official judge.
Lauri Askela is preparing for his jump. After 9 out of 10 contests, the Finnish athlete holds 3rd place in the decathlon. We'd like to ask for silence now, please.
Byl přešlap.
Askela's jump is valid as well. Now we're anxious to know the distance.
$7.25. 7 meters and 25 centimeters.
We've just been informed of the distance. 7 meters and 25 centimeters. A sensational jump by the exceptional Finnish athlete. Can Erwin Huber and Glenn Parker keep up? There's a palpable atmosphere of suspense here in the stadium. In the overall rankings, Erwin Huber is in 2nd place, just behind Glenn Parker of Great Britain. Given that the long jump is his forte, the German athlete now has a very strong chance of reaching for gold. Just a few more moments, and we'll know who will win the 1936 Olympic decathlon.
It really is about time I did something clever. Or at least vindictive.
Něco listivého. No prostě musíš přepalit ty kabely.
Why would I want to reattach this piece to the measuring tape? I only just cut it off.
No právě.
Yes, that is where a torch is supposed to go. I'm not sure that's such a good...
Alespoň ne teď, ale kdy ty? Musíme se juknout teda do návodu. Což by mělo být po druhý v Německu. Jestli teda něco teda uvidím. Tak, musím se někdy zorientovat. Abyste uřízli metr, zbytek rozbité láhve zkombinujte s 1 metrem měřícího pásu, abyste získali 25 a 75 cm pásky.
I sense... Yes, I rather sense a plan taking shape. I'll cut another 25 centimeters off the 1 meter piece. That's the exact length Glenn needs to beat his competitor's best distance.
Teď to tam můžeš přidělat? Prohledejte odpadkový koš, najdete čistič v inventáři, přidejte k čistilu pingpongové míčky a předměty vraťte do koše. A kde jsem měl sebrat pingpongové míčky, které nemám? Míčky na stolní tenis by měly být... Je tu. Jo. Neprozkoumáno.
5 table tennis balls. I'm sure no one will miss these.
Máme to dát do toho koše. Společně s tím čistidlem a z toho by mělo vzniknout... Mělo by z toho vzniknout lepidlo.
There's still some fluid left. I'll hang on to it. A bottle of cleaner. Not that I'm about to pay any heed to what a bottle tells me to do, but it says, removes even the most stubborn stains. Warning, do not use on plastic surfaces. Contains the solvent, acetone. But I like table tennis balls.
Vraťte do koše, ale do jakého koše? Je to nějaký jiný koš než náš koš? Žíněnky, ke dveřím, tam se nedostanu. Cedula. Možná to půjde, až to prozkoumám.
The bin's empty. There's nothing else in there. But I like table tennis.
No, že to chtěla nejdřív zkombinovat.
The cleaner contains acetone. According to the label, this solvent shouldn't come into contact with plastics. My destructive tendencies are encouraging me to do precisely that. Hence, the table tennis balls. But if it melts plastic, I can only imagine what it does to human skin. I need a container of some kind. The bin looks pretty sturdy. Should be a good container for my little experiment. Wish I could say this was the first time I've done something like this. The solvent's dissolving the balls. All that's left is a sticky mush and a fierce stench. Smells a bit like...
Durman.
Thorn apple.
No, nevím. That's so bad.
I don't need that stuff all over my hands.
Jasně.
I don't really want to glue this piece back on. I can probably glue this back onto the original tape. I guess the molten plastic will do the job. Perfect. I'll glue the shortened piece back onto the original roll. Job done.
Job done. A tohleto je... Tohleto je asi na nic. Tak, teď už zkusím tu kytku.
Yes, that is where it ought. I'm not sure.
Ještě ne, jo. Co na tu kytku?
Okay. I've got the rigged measuring tape ready, but to make this work, I've got to smuggle it into the long jump area somehow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching the grand finale of the Olympic decathlon. In just a few moments, Erwin Huber of Germany will step up to compete. I'd like to ask for quiet from the stands so that the athletes can concentrate. An excellent effort. That was quite a jump. Could Erwin Huber have beaten his own record?
7:50. 7 meters and 50 centimeters.
7 meters and 50 centimeters. Fantastic! Erwin Huber has topped his own personal best. This will make it very, very difficult for Glenn Parker to defend his lead in the overall standings. Parker is heading to the track. In just a few minutes, his performance in the long jump will determine the gold medal decathlon winner.
I'm really running out of time here. I've got to swap the tape, but I'll struggle as long as those two judges are still standing over it. I could switch the measuring tapes, but I wonder if the judges might have something to say about that.
Myslíš? Myslím, že je čas zapálit tu kytku.
Good plan, Fenton. The fire gradually burns through the cables, then the lights on the long jump area go out, interrupting the event, and I'm long gone before anyone realizes what's happened. Let's be honest, that's the best bit. Let's get out of here.
Berlin is holding its collective breath. The final decision in the decathlon is rapidly approaching. Glenn Parker is warming up on the track for his decisive jump. I'd like to ask the spectators in the stands to remain quiet because... One moment. We seem to be experiencing technical difficulties in the long jump area.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
What's wrong?
What do you think is wrong? There's a complete power failure in this part of the stadium. Must be another problem with the cables. I'll go check. Come with me. I might need your help.
Shouldn't the technician take care of it?
Sure, in about 3 hours' time, we can't put the Olympic Games on hold. Can you keep an eye on things while we try to fix the problem?
But of course. Just leave everything in my capable hands.
Přesně to. Mě vadí, že tady není vlajka České republiky.
I've just been told that we're doing everything possible to fix the problem. Thank you for your patience. I'm sure the long jump contest will resume shortly.
Měníme to pásmo. A tady vlastně nic jiných věcí dělat ani nemůžu, že jo?
The judge uses the microphone to relay the jumper's distance to the stadium announcer.
Hezky v klidu. Hezky v klidu a nenápadně.
Ladies and gentlemen, our technical problems have been solved. The judges are returning to their seats, and we can continue. The big question, though, is will the interruption have put Glenn Parker off his stride? I see that he's returning to his starting position. Any minute now, he'll be making his decisive jump. The jump is valid, but was it far enough? From here, it doesn't seem like he came anywhere near Erwin Huber. But what do the measurements say?
7:35.
7 meters and 35 centimeters.
Málo, ne?
7 meters and 35 centimeters. That puts him just behind Erwin Huber in this final event, but it's just enough for Glenn Parker of Great Britain to take the gold medal. His lead may have been minuscule, but that's a minor detail. Glenn Parker has won the 1936 Olympic decathlon. Erwin Huber will have to be satisfied with silver, and Lauri Askela of Finland has earned bronze. And that, ladies and gentlemen, marks the end of this year's decathlon.
I hope history will forgive me. I mean, I may have betrayed the centuries-old Olympic spirit and cheated a man out of his gold medal. But come on. I am here saving the world, so I'll finally be able to get into the museum. Countess von Hagenhill had better be there with what I need. Glenn had better have a spare dinner jacket as well.
Cheers, Glenn. I really owe you one.
No problem. Sure you don't fancy a drink to celebrate?
Believe you me, once I'm done on this job, I'll be holding a liquid celebration for a solid week. For now, I just need to find a way down into the lower levels.
Then I won't keep you. Maybe I'll see you at the next Sandhurst reunion.
Sure, if I get an invitation this year. What is it about smuggling they have such an issue with?
Heaven knows. Well, good luck with your search for Richard. It was great to see you again, Fenton.
Thanks, Glenn. You take care.
A bottle of champagne and a glass. If the plonk were cheaper, it'd be the spit of my bedside table.
Tak, všechno si to ven. Přišli jsme o všechny předměty. No, už bychom nemuseli prozkoumávat, ne?
This display case contains equipment from an expedition to Tibet, led by a certain Ernst Schaefer 2 years ago. A small movie camera and a few bits of clothing, along with some climbing equipment. The lid's closed, but I can't see a lock. It's a painting of the Himalayas. A monastery in the Tibetan mountains. No, not that monastery.
Už vlastně jsme asi dole, že jo? Z té vstupní hale.
Yak on a Mountainside. What an appropriate title. A map of Tibet. Ernst Schaefer drew it by hand during his expedition there. It's the cloakroom. This scarf could prove useful at some point.
Ah.
Ooh, almost got caught there. I'll struggle to get my hands on the scarf as long as reception guests are wandering around. Looks like a small cupboard. Well, no, it's definitely a small cupboard. I mean, just look at it. It's cupboard-shaped and small. No way. Can't you see that very official-looking cordon? The sign reads, "No entry for visitors." I'll just take the red... No, what the hell. I'll take the whole bloody thing with me. Why not?
Už se mohli přivázat tady mezi ty stovky, ne? Tak asi ne.
A heavy door. That was close. What is wrong with these people and their bladders?
Takže já nejdřív potřebuji to tady nějak uzavřít.
These people need to learn how to hold their bladders. We used to go 48 hours with our legs crossed in intensive training. Let's just close this whole area off. I'll just leave it there. I'm enjoying the peace and quiet.
Takže já tam někde
It's the
nepůjdu.
cloakroom. It's the cloakroom.
Cloakroom.
It's
Vezmi tu
summer.
šálu
No one really needs a beautiful scarf like this.
a pojď sem. Pojď.
Surprise. It's locked.
Ah. Do prdele.
There's a champagne cork in this glass. I'll have that, shall I? Collecting champagne corks isn't one of my hobbies, but I'll hold on to the little wire cap. It's the wire cork cap from the champagne. It's padlocked. I don't think the wire's going to cut it. A meter of the finest cashmere wool.
Kašmíru a
What sort of people are these? Opening a bottle of bubbly and leaving it 3/4 full, honestly. This wouldn't last 5 seconds back at Shen's.
Co tady do té komory?
Looks like a small cupboard. The cupboard... It's a pretty basic lock. I should be able to get it open.
To otevřu.
This cupboard is full of cleaning supplies. I'll take a mop and... Yes, why not? A jar of hydrochloric acid.
Ano, kyselinu potřebím. Není problém. Nalejem to do toho.
The acid's eating through the lock.
Otevřu. A jsme tu.
I have been searching these exhibits for over 3 hours. Where's the Piri-Reis map?
As I told you, Countess, most of your research material was moved to Wavelsburg Castle last week.
I am personally affronted that you would exploit my absence in this way. You will regret this, Schauberger.
Maintain your composure, Countess. This decision was out of my hands. My research could be conducted at any of a number of sites throughout the country, and to be honest, I was far from thrilled about being moved to a laboratory in the center of the city.
The fact that I was not informed of this move remains absolutely unacceptable. Who gave the order?
It came from the very top, from the minister himself, or so I've heard.
The minister?
Are you surprised? I heard that some of your so-called brothers of the Order carry a great deal of weight with the minister, and they convinced him to move your research to the castle.
You should know that I am by no means a member of the Thule Society. They merely pay me for my scientific expertise.
Whatever you say. In any case, your mysticism-loving friends apparently decided that this museum was no longer a suitable location for their club, and they presented the castle near Paderborn to the minister as a fitting alternative. He was so taken with the idea that the move was made immediately. Your exhibit items and documents were packed up and taken directly to Wavelsburg Castle. In return, my employees and I were forced to move from the pastoral Brandenburg countryside to the city so that the military command can keep a closer eye on our work.
How unfortunate. But the fact remains that one of the exhibit items, the Piri-Reis map, is absolutely vital to my research. I shall go to the ministry to resolve the issue in person before setting out immediately for Paderborn. You there, battalion leader.
Yes, Frau Countess.
Guard this bag until I return from the ministry. Its contents are extremely valuable. If necessary, you are to defend it with your life. Do I make myself clear?
Jawohl, Frau Countess.
That's got to be the Eye of the Dragon. Sounds like the Piri Reis map, however, is now in some castle near Paderborn.
Countess von Hagenhild is gone. We can begin the test. All displays check out. Let's get started. Please set the power to the lowest level. We don't want things flying around the room. I am now activating the drive impulse. It would be best to hold on to something. So far, so good. Please cut the power supply now. Excellent. My friend, our new aircraft will soon make history. Let's check the conduits. Even the smallest leak during our next test could ruin everything.
Okay, this is my chance. I need to get my hands on the eye.
Tak, už můžeme hrát.
A red metal box. Damn, the handle was loose. It broke off. Sturdy enough. I'd better not climb down. I'll be seen for sure.
Jasně, já to tady musím nějak aktivovat odsud, jo. Ojej, ojej. Musím otevřít nějak tu skříň, jakože. Lahev. Tu kliku. Dej zpátky, ne?
I'd better leave that alone for now. Any suspicious noises could alert the guards.
Ještě můžu jít zpátky nahoru. Možná.
There's a lever on this console that controls the turbine's power supply. I can't reach it. Hey, look. A big red button. That must start the engine once the power levels have been set. The console's too far away.
Far away.
If I understand correctly, this machine is some kind of aircraft engine, when I think about the Nazis flying planes with engines like that at some point. Jesus, but that's not my problem. I've got to get the eye and find the Piri Reis map. Schauberger's assistant. I won't be able to take them out without raising the alarm. If I understood correctly, then this guy's name is Schauberger. He's a Nazi scientist developing modern power units for Germany's top military brass. I need to get rid of him and his mates. This door probably leads outside. Even if I could reach it, I'm not leaving here without the eye. The Countess left the eye in that office. Now is my best, and probably only chance to get it back. But first I'll have to get rid of the guard. Those two scientists are in the way as well. I need to get to the eye. But as long as those two scientists and that soldier are milling around, I can't get anywhere near it. Nothing could be simpler.
No, dali jsme špundu lahve. Že bys to tam hodil, jo?
I am an expert marksman, and champagne bottles are not entirely unfamiliar territory, but I've got to turn the power on before I can activate the turbine. It's long enough, but it can't hook the lever. Sturdy enough. I'd better not climb down.
To zábradlí. Skleničku na zábradlí? Ne. Kliku? Ne. Mop? Ne.
Sturdy enough.
Vypadá pevně, ale... Tohle hodíme sem, což tyjo. My to de facto musíme zase zapnout, že jo? Tak to možná bouchne. Ale... Zkusím ještě podívat nahoru. Jestli jsem něco nezapomněl. Belík... Co ta vitrína? Je to bych mohl otevřít tou klikou. Možná šlo.
The lid's closed, but I can't see a lock.
Tak to otevři. Co ti brání? Třískni do toho mopem.
I'll shove the handle between the lid and the frame of the display case.
Že to půjde.
Give it a little jerk and...
Křup.
Open sesame. This display case contains equipment, a small movie cam. I'll just borrow a piton from the mountain climbing equipment. The movie camera looks like junk, and I'm not too keen on owning a pair of Ernst Schaefer's old woolen socks either.
Máme skobu.
It's worth a try. Tying the scarf to the piton may open up brand new avenues of adventure.
To dáme k tomu mopu.
I'll use the scarf to tie the piton to the mop handle.
Teď už by to mělo jít.
If I'm careful, I should be able to use this to move the lever upwards without anyone noticing.
Co je dlouhý. Jo, tenhle mop jako... Taký teleskopický.
Low setting or maximum power? I think I'm more a maximum power kind of guy.
A hodíme tu lahev.
When I was a kid, I used to practice this at my parents' New Year's parties. Just give it a good shake, and then aim it like a K-98 rifle.
No, to ještě to šáně, že?
What's happening? Hold on to something!
What's going on out there?
Jak to vytáhlo tu stráž.
Sometimes I can be really mean. Is the urge to laugh maniacally a bad sign?
No. Nevím, že bych to měl asi vypnout, co?
Even if I could reach it, I'm not leaving here without the eye. The bad guys aren't a problem anymore, but the air current is.
To znova použijem.
Look at them, holding on thin. But for now, if he lets go and gets sucked into the engine, things are going to get very messy indeed. But for now, he's preoccupied and the eye's unguarded. Terrifying, but fascinating.
Je? Co mám dělat? Něco rozpoutal, nevíš co s tím. Co tu kliku? Kdyby.
I'll stick the handle back into the door. Hope it'll still open. Bingo. Oh, it's just a fire hose. I was kind of hoping it'd be the Piri-Reis map or something.
Co k tomu?
I'll tie the loose end to the railing. What should I do with the loose end?
S tím udělat? To je dobrý dotaz. Jakože...
What should I do with the loose end? I can use the hose to make my way across to the office. I spy with my little
Tak to
eye.
jsem trošku nepochopil. Tak tam toho vojáka to vytáhlo a tohle to tam jakože šlo samo a jak on se tam dostal. Tak jediná možná taška tady pro zkoumání.
That's the bag.
That's the bag. Všechno tady bouchne. V tomhle muzeu se dějou divné
Get the
věci.
hell out of Berlin. I can use the fire hose again to get back into the museum. Then I'll have to travel to this Wavelsberg castle. Without the Piri-Reis map, the Eye of the Dragon is worthless. The map's the only way to find the second key to the gate to Shambhala.
Hledání Šambaly.
What is it, Huxley?
Well, sir, a certain Mr. Kleist would like to speak with you. He showed up unannounced and is somewhat overbearing. Shall I send him away?
No, certainly not. Send him in.
You may stay seated, Governor. I have no wish to take up too much of your valuable time.
Then what is it I can do for you?
You have already done something for me. No additional soldiers were sent to Tibet.
Those were your conditions.
Indeed. But it seems that perhaps I need to explain those conditions a little more clearly. There was to be no interference from your side at all.
I don't understand.
Paddock, was it really necessary to set your dog on us? Does your son mean so little to you, Governor?
You promised to give me some sign that he's still alive.
All in good time. Pray instead that we can eliminate Paddock quickly. And I'm warning you for the last time. Stay out of this. Have a pleasant evening, sir.
Is there anything I can do for you, Governor?
I severely doubt it, Huxley.
Pardon me for asking, sir, but who was that gentleman?
That, Huxley, was the devil's emissary. And I find myself involved with him.
How am I to understand that, sir?
It is probably best that you don't, Huxley. Just hope, as I do, that Fenton's mission will be a success. It may be all we have left.
Kapitola 5. Paráda. Wavelsburg.
Ah, what a very pleasant journey. A bite to eat in the restaurant car, a few bottles of Bavarian beer, and a good snooze. I need to get to Wavelsberg Castle as quickly as possible. I've still got a head start over the Countess, but I'll need it to find the Piri-Reis map before she gets here. The station guard must know the way.
Good evening. Excuse me.
Good evening, sir. What brings you here so late in the day?
I'm a tourist, and rather than go to the Olympic Games or visit one of Germany's many outstanding cities with their bars and restaurants and women, I decided to visit the famous Wewelsburg Castle instead. I'm beginning to wonder why, but I'm stuck here now. Do you know the quickest way to get there?
I'm very sorry, sir. Wewelsburg Castle is closed to visitors right now.
You're kidding. No, you're really not, are you? I've endured quite a ride just to come see this bloody thing.
Oh, what a shame. But the castle has been under military control for some weeks now, sir. All of the access routes have been sealed off, and the guards are patrolling the castle surroundings.
Why exactly is that?
I find it better not to ask. Besides, I was only posted to this station a month ago.
This is stupid. What do I do now?
Well, you are not the first person to drop by wanting to visit the castle in the last couple of days. I'd advise you to wait for the next train. There's one going to Paderborn in 2 hours. I'm afraid there's not much you can do here to kill the time. The station building is closed due to renovations, hence why I am standing outside in this awful weather. You could, of course, take a walk to Brünn. It's not far away. There's a road leading directly into town from this crossroad. The guest house at the market should be open. You could warm up a bit and wait for the train there.
You know, I think I'll just enjoy some fresh air after the long train journey. Even if it is raining cats and dogs. Is it okay if I wait here?
Of course, sir.
Thanks.
Damn. Now what? The castle's right there. There's got to be another way in.
Bude tenhle vchod. Tak. Budeme pokračovat příští video. Tady to zase máme hafo lupiček, hafo nápovědy, hafo věcí k prozkoumání, hafo komentářů, hafo kombinování. Máme dračí oko. Já mu zkusím dát. Co na to řekl? Nic. Nothing. Tak. Jo, příští díl. Pořadí číslo 11. Mějte se, nazdar, budu se těšit.